Respecting Indigenous intellectual property rights (IIPR) is critical in order to protect the unique culture and knowledge of Indigenous people. The term refers to the special rights and privileges afforded to Indigenous communities for their unique contributions to the world in terms of culture, language, and knowledge. The concept of IIPR is rooted in the idea that Indigenous communities have a right to protect and benefit from their own intellectual property. This includes the right to benefit financially from the use of their works, the right to decide who can access and use their works, and the right to be properly credited for their works. Respecting Indigenous intellectual property rights is important for several reasons. First, it respects the long-standing and unique relationship Indigenous people have with their land and culture. By protecting and preserving Indigenous knowledge and culture, IIPR helps to ensure that future generations will be able to benefit from the same knowledge and culture. Second, IIPR helps to ensure that Indigenous people are able to benefit financially from the use of their works. When Indigenous works are used without permission or compensation, it can have a negative impact on the Indigenous economy. By respecting IIPR, Indigenous people are able to benefit from the use of their works in a way that is fair and just. Finally, IIPR helps to ensure that Indigenous people are properly credited for their contributions. By ensuring that Indigenous people are given due credit for their works, we are recognizing their unique and valuable contributions to the world. One way to respect Indigenous intellectual property rights is by engaging in cultural exchange and collaboration. By engaging in respectful dialogue and collaboration with Indigenous people, we can help to ensure that their works are properly credited and compensated. In addition, businesses and organizations should ensure that they are properly licensing any Indigenous works they use, and should be prepared to negotiate fair and equitable agreements with Indigenous people. Finally, it is important to support Indigenous-owned businesses and organizations that are actively working to preserve and protect Indigenous knowledge and culture. By supporting these organizations, we can help to ensure that Indigenous people are able to benefit from the use of their works. Respecting Indigenous intellectual property rights is essential for preserving and protecting Indigenous culture and knowledge. By engaging in cultural exchange and collaboration, properly licensing Indigenous works, and supporting Indigenous-owned businesses and organizations, we can help to ensure that Indigenous people are able to benefit from the use of their works in a way that is fair and just.